Hi, it's the beginning of June, and I wanted to send out a video with some communication and information about what massage, reflexology, and Reiki might look like in the future. So, the caveat is, the government are monitoring the whole situation really closely. So, what they're hoping for now may have to change at short notice. But what they're hoping for is that health practitioners, massage therapists, reflexologists, people like myself will be able to start seeing clients one on one, face to face from the beginning of July. Now, for me, that's hugely exciting. As much as I've loved seeing clients one on one through the computer and Zoom, um, I've also really missed that one on one connection. And I'll be counting the days down. But I also can totally understand that for the last, few months, we've had really strong messages of how important it is to social distance, how important it is that we look after ourselves and those around us by keeping our distance. So I can understand that you may have some concerns or fears or questions regarding what that might look like to come and have a massage when obviously we couldn't social distance. Well, firstly, I just really want to say that your well-being is my highest priority, and we've always had viruses, bacteria, contagious flus and bugs going around. So I've always been incredibly mindful of how important it is to ensure really high hygiene standards. So that's always been going on. I've always made sure that everything's laundered to the highest possible degree. I've always followed that very closely because obviously for myself, I can't think of anything worse than being seen as a super spreader. But what I'm also aware of are the places in between the treatment room and getting outside of the house. So the banisters, the door handles, obviously the bathrooms. So anything that you might inadvertently touch, I just need you to know that it will be completely safe. That you're not going to be touching anything that anyone else has touched and could potentially have something. I'll also be seeing less clients during the day. And while that will obviously give me longer in between clients, which is to make sure that everything's of the highest possible standard, it'll also mean that seeing less people will kind of put the sounds a bit awful, the exposure rate down. But the less people I see, the less exposure I'll be part of. I've also done a COVID-19 assessment and qualification with the Guild Institute, so I'll put the qualification down there as well, which again was just looking at the virus for people specifically like myself and the work that I do. So I really need you to know that this is something I take incredibly seriously. Your well-being is so important to myself. And I know it's challenging, isn't it, that during times of stress and, of transition in many ways, often what would have been really welcomed and what could have been really soothing was like a really lovely holistic treatment, and that just hasn't been able to happen. But please know that if you are wishing to come back, I will do everything within my ability to make sure that you have the most amazing treatment to make up for any of those times when you weren't able to come. So if you would like to rebook, just let me know and I'll put you on the list. And as soon as we have the green light, I shall be in touch. And I'm really hoping that we'll be able to see each other soon.